everybody. Welcome to the Piper Harlow Show. My set looks a little bit different today, and that's because I am here live at New Jersey Ballet. We are going to have an amazing show for you today with interviews from Artistic Director Maria Karofsky, as well as performances from some of the company members of New Jersey Ballet. Also today, I will sit down with Ronnie Marmo at New Brunswick Performing Arts Center while he's on his tour for his one-man show, I'm Not a Comedian, I'm Lenny Bruce. So grab your favorite cup of coffee and stay tuned for an amazing show. To be here at New Jersey Ballet with some of the amazing dancers. I just witnessed two beautiful performances from Don Quixote and After the Rain, and I am just truly stunned. So let's talk about Don Quixote. That is a really powerful performance. It's a really, I think, hard performance. How do you two get your bodies into shape to perform that during rehearsals and, night after night during performances?
Oh, we just have to keep working, like taking classes and exercises every day. I mean, I would say 6 days a week. I'm going to take a day off. So that's important too.
It's the same. We have to keep moving. That's for sure. And
a lot of classes, a lot of rehearsal, maybe some Pilates.
Pilates.
Yeah.
Really
eat
helpful.
right, eat healthy, eat correct.
And rest is important.
I love the rest part. So one thing that I would like to know from both of you, doing a pas de deux is something that is really emotional and you really have to connect with your partner. How do you do that? How do you form a relationship for the dance, a relationship of trust, and also be able to express to the audience, the love and the different relationships of your characters?
Well, it's a good question. I'm trying to see what she need to help. Like, I think pas de deux is like a conversation. So, both of us have a different feeling every day. So I'm trying to catch her feeling. I mean, today's feelings. That's all what I'm seeing.
For me, I just trying to know exactly what I want to do. Then otherwise, he doesn't know what I want to do. So he has to feel me. So I have to know exactly what I'm doing.
And how do you get into the emotion of the character? What are you thinking?
Again, I just have to know exactly the story and what I want to tell the audience, my feeling, then express with my body.
And how about your performance in After the Rain? Honestly, guys, I was sitting there holding back tears. If I didn't have makeup on, they would have been on the floor. So tell me how you two prepare. That was a very, very, I think, intimate and emotional performance.
Well, for me, whoever my partner is, I need to know them personally. I can't just hop in the studio and dance something. I need, outside of the studio, I need to somehow talk to them, understand them. Because for me, dance is like a conversation. Obviously, it's different. If it's just a nutcracker pas de deux, it's different. But if it's something like what we did, it requires a little bit more to dig down deeper. I have to know him. I think we spent so much time talking about not just the piece, but just life. So we understand each other. That's for me.
Yeah, I will say that it's a lot communication, verbal communication before, after, during the process of creation of the piece. Yeah, it's really up to the person you're dancing with, up to you if you want to open yourself, show yourself. So if you don't reach that part, it's really hard to reach the audience. So for us, it's about that connection, communication. It's like a marriage.
Absolutely. And you guys definitely have that connection. So stay tuned, everybody. We're going to give you some information on where you can come to see these performances. So I also know that you have had an opportunity to work with Christopher Wheeldon. Tell me what that was like.
Christopher Wheeldon is a big thing. Like obviously, his pieces are danced around the world with the best companies, best people. So like, the first day, like he entered the room, I was like, can I have a photo with him? That's all I needed. But I would say it's a lot of pressure. But at the same time, it helps you become better because you understand the piece. It's just Christopher Wheeldon when he's in the room, it changes everything. I don't know. I guess that's what great people do. Like when Maria enters the room, I'm like, I'm better. I'm already better.
Yeah. I think it was a nice experience. He's, normally you see or what you know is the person, the choreographer, no? That he has so many works in so many different companies. But when we worked with him, was, just Christopher, the human, was, so humble and so easy to communicate and so clear in what he wanted. So was a nice experience for us to receive that coaching and then mix it with our process, and then we have that final result that the audience enjoyed.
Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today. Stay tuned, everybody. After a little performance, I'm going to interview Artistic Director Maria Karofsky.
Hi, welcome to New Jersey Ballet, and come take a tour with me. I'm going to take you down our hallway. We have a little shop for where you can buy any of your ballet needs. And then we're going to take you through our little lobby area and into one of our first dance studios. This is actually 2 studios with our wall open. As you can see, very high ceilings, very wide spaces. We have a custom dance floor in every studio made by Harlequin. These are sprung floors, so this helps reduce the shock from jumping and the impact from jumping during your dance classes. And then I'll take you to our other studios. There's a pas de deux class going on right now. So we have a partnering class taking place right now, being taught by Martin Harvey. And I believe our artistic director, Maria Karofsky, is also watching in the studio. And I'll take you down this hallway. We have another studio, nice large open studio, sprung. We have some dancers sitting warming up. And then, this is a fun little room over here. We let our company dancers do additional workouts in their little fitness room here, where they have a Pilates machine and some other equipment that they can use to do additional training when they're not in class or rehearsal. And the last place I'll take you to is where we store a lot of our costumes for all our ballets. We're going to go down this hallway here. And up here is where we store a lot of our costumes for all our ballet. And you can see there's rows and rows of costumes. And that's New Jersey Ballet's space, and we hope to see you here.
Welcome back. I'm here with the Artistic Director of New Jersey Ballet, Maria Karofsky. Thank you so much for being here and for letting us film the dancers and see all of the behind the scenes at your studio.
Of course. Thank you so much for having us. We really appreciate it.
So Maria, you have a really long history as a dancer. Can you tell the audience a little bit about that?
Well, I started my ballet training in Grand Rapids, Michigan at the School of Grand Rapids Ballet and auditioned for many summer programs, which is very important as a young student, and attended the School of American Ballet when I was about 15 years old and studied there for 2 years, and then was invited to join the New York City Ballet as an apprentice, which was obviously a huge dream of mine and kind of still in disbelief that it all came true. I joined the company, like I said, as an apprentice, and then was given some big role opportunities and rose to soloist 2 years later, and then rose to principal dancer 2 years after that, and had a very, very long career, probably longer than most. I think the pandemic had something to do with that, but about 27 years I danced with the company and was able to work with many leading choreographers of the world and just had that amazing opportunity to perform in New York and around the world and be invited to different companies to perform. So it was really a wonderful time in my life.
So now you are the artistic director here at New Jersey Ballet. Tell me what it's like to transition from a dancer to, and actually, can you also explain what an artistic director is?
So To transition from a ballet dancer to an artistic director is quite a huge feat, I will say. I think as a dancer, you're only responsible for yourself. And as an artistic director, you're kind of responsible for the entire organization, all the dancers, all the staff, choosing the repertory, choosing, dancers. They come in an audition, they submit their videos online. There's a lot. This is actually a very busy time of year. A lot of submissions come through, so I'm kind of always going through the submissions and weeding out the ones that are good and the ones that, I hope, have more potential. So it's a very busy time of year, but, choosing ballets for the company is a big task as well, because you have to kind of look at the dancers in the company and decide, okay, what rep would be great for them? What would showcase their talents the best? And also giving them the opportunity to be challenged and grow artistically. So I try to incorporate as many different ballets as I can so they can, really be nurtured and grow as artists.
Do you have a favorite that you've choreographed?
Well, I have not dove into choreography yet. I don't know if I ever will, but I have restaged Sleeping Beauty, which was a kind of a big deal for me. I never took anything on like that.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the school?
Yes, so the school, this is a new undertaking for me and for everybody. The school and the company lacked direct leadership for the last few years. So this is a big undertaking it's kind of a renaissance for the company and for the school. So it's a big deal that we actually are launching our summer intensive this year, which is a 5-week program. We have an amazing array of faculty coming in to work with the students, and it's a wonderful way for students to kind of get to know the school and the company, but it's a way for me to work with some dancers that might be potential trainees for the company. So it's really great if they came for the summer program. We can, kind of work for the 5 weeks and then have that opportunity to hire them as trainees for the following year and work with the company.
I love that. And what about, do you work with older dancers or adults who might want to be getting back into ballet?
We do offer that at the school. I'm not in charge of that part of the thing, but we do have an adult program, and a lot of adults will take class every morning. I think they really enjoy it. It's at 10 o'clock in the morning here at the school. And I think anyone who has an interest
I will hop back into that.
That's right. And I think they really love it. And I think it keeps their bodies going. I think it's, even for me who has stopped dancing and retired now, it's nice to get back into a ballet class and just kind of move the body. It's what your body knows. If you study ballet at all, it's something that, you're familiar with, and it feels good. It's better than being at the gym and just, kind of working out.
I hate the gym. It's definitely not the same emotional experience when you're in the gym than when you're at the bar. Maria, can you tell us about the history of New Jersey Ballet and the vision that you have for the future?
So the school has been around for 70 years, and the company has been around for 65 years. And the company was founded by Carolyn Clark. And I think it is a testament to her and the community for how long the company has been here, which is an amazing feat it's really amazing for any small company and any company in general. And I think a lot of companies around the world are celebrating big anniversaries this year, but ours is 65 years and the school is 70. So it's pretty incredible. I think what we would like to do for the school is obviously elevate the training, elevate the production levels in all of our performances. And I think it's very important for us to look at the school and, make sure that we're keeping competitive with other schools around the country. And it's just time. I think it's time for us to really just take a look, make sure that we're doing the right things, feeding the dancers what they need, bringing in new talent, and having the right faculty on staff to bring them to a higher level. It's a big project. I've already started it with the company, and now it's kind of the school. So I think our summer intensive this year is going to be the first kind of big launch for the school into this new direction, and hoping that we really gain some new students and, people that want to study here year round. I think we have a wonderful program, and I think looking into the future, it should be very exciting.
So where can people go if they want to find information about how to apply to be a student and also for your performances?
You can go to newjerseyballet.org, and you can find all the information with both the school and the company. You can submit a video online for our summer intensive, which is very exciting. If you're unable to make any of our auditions, we have auditions along the East Coast this month. And if you're unable to do that, you can submit a video online. And also for the trainee program and the company, there are ways to submit online to audition, which is, obviously more accessible for everybody around the world and in the country if you're unable to be here. So, it's easy access, but wonderful opportunity for them to be able to submit that way.
And how about your performances?
So we have a really wonderful lineup starting in March. We have a repertory program. 2 of the ballets that you saw rehearsed here today, Don Quixote Pas de Deux, After the Rain, choreographed by Christopher Wheeldon, who is a near and dear friend of mine. We will be doing Not Our Fate, choreographed by Lauren Lovett. It's a ballet we actually did last spring, and we'll have it be returning. It was a big audience favorite, so we're excited to do that again. And we're also doing Concerto Barocco, which is choreographed by George Balanchine, and a ballet that's near and dear to my heart, and excited for the dancers to work on it, and excited for the audience to see just the level of artistry that these dancers have in technique. I'm bringing in ballets that they've never done before, and it's amazing to watch them take the challenge and really rise to the occasion. We'll also be doing Sleeping Beauty, which is obviously a favorite to youngsters and families, and that will be a wonderful addition to our rep this spring. And then we are actually returning to NJ Pack, which is a big deal for the company. They used to perform there all the time. So we won't be at the big Prudential Center, but we're going to start at the Victoria Theater, and we have basically kind of a brand new program there. Lauren Lovett, again, is going to be choreographing a brand new world premiere on us. We will be returning Harrison Ball's ballet, which he made on us last year, which was a very exciting piece and got wonderful feedback from that. And then we're going to be doing a ballet called Murder Ballads by Justin Peck, which is, it's called Murder Ballads, and it's in sneakers, and it's a very exciting work for the company. This will also be, all of these things are going to challenge them. It's going to be probably a very eventful next few months. They're all going to be very sore, and their heads are going to be full of choreography, but I think it's going to be very exciting for them and exciting for our audiences. So we want to keep building our audiences and growing the company and just going in this wonderful new direction.
I think you're doing fantastic. There is clearly no shortage of shows and performances to watch. Also, on May 2nd at NJ Pack, New Jersey Ballet will be having their 65th annual gala. So make sure you go to newjerseyballet.org to get tickets, and also tickets for performances and sign up for classes. Thank you so much again, Maria, and I look forward to things in the future.
Thank you so much.
Stay tuned for an amazing interview with Ronnie Marmo when we come back from this quick commercial break.
Diamonds and watches and coins we buy. Need extra cash and give us a try. You'll get the most money, and that's not a lie. We're in East Brunswick, so come and say hi. Call National Estate Jewelry Buyers at 732-257-4653 or visit us online at www.toppricesforgold.com. Diamonds and watches and coins we buy. Need extra cash and give us a try. You'll get the most money, and that's not a lie. We're in East Brunswick, so come and say hi.
We are now in a different location with Ronnie Marmo. We are here at New Jersey Performing Arts Center in New Brunswick. I am so excited to be here today. Ronnie is doing a 90-minute one-man show called I'm Not a Comedian, I'm Lenny Bruce, written by himself and also directed by Joe Montagna. Thank you so much for letting me be here today.
Thank you. It's great, of course. Thank you for having me.
And welcome back to Jersey. You are a Woodbridge boy?
Woodbridge, through and through. Let's go Woodbridge, always, forever,
Central Jersey representing. I love it.
Absolutely.
Ronnie, this show has been covered and has rave reviews from the LA Times, New York Times, Chicago Tribune, even on Extra. I saw that they did an amazing clip. Tell me about the show. Tell me what inspired you to write this, what inspired you to do this.
Well, listen, Lenny Bruce right now, for those who don't know, he was a very important comic who fought free speech. He was the first guy in the late 50s, early 60s to not have a set routine. He would just come on stage and kind of riff and just he basically found his voice, and he was the first person to hold a mirror up to society and basically look at the hypocrisies and so when I discovered Lenny, a lot of people my age grew up with Carlin and Pryor and all these great comics, but I was too young for Lenny. But somebody introduced me to Lenny in a real way, and once I discovered him, I fell in love. And I did this other play, which was great, about Lenny Bruce. But then one day I woke up and realized there was more I wanted to tell, and so I went off and wrote my own, and I included his actual material I got to write.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, so it's cool. And it's wonderful to do something as an actor, to find something to do that not only do you care about so much, but so do other people.
Yeah.
And so that's fabulous. And so I fell in love with this guy, and sadly our country is in a lot of trouble right now. And so that's why my show is more timely than ever, fighting for free speech and all that.
Yeah. I actually read that your publicist and some other people tried to discourage you from doing the show.
Well, there were certain bits in the show that they were concerned about. And so they wanted me to do the show, but they were like, well, maybe you shouldn't include that. Or maybe you should include, and I go, well, that's the point.
You did it anyway.
Yeah, that's like, it's equivalent to when Lenny, I'll never forget, I read this story. Lenny was in the courtroom and he was in trouble, and the judge was telling him, they took a recess. He went in the bathroom, and Lenny's lawyer said, Lenny, just don't say those words. And Lenny goes, you're fired.
Wow.
You don't get it either. Nobody gets it. So that's how I feel like when people tell me that. It's like, come on, man.
So would you say that Lenny Bruce, there's a part of Lenny inside of you, maybe coming through, coming out?
Many people have said, and not to get too hokey, but they say they feel like I'm channeling him in a way.
Yes.
And I do feel like something pretty magical is going on. Let's put it this way. 6.5 years ago when I wrote this play, Lenny and I did not agree on everything. Today, I couldn't tell you what those things are.
Wow.
Because my heart doesn't know that I'm acting, because, nobody wants to watch acting, right? So, so when I fight for Lenny every night, I fight with conviction, and I have fallen in love with his mission. And today, I don't know what we disagree with about. It's kind of like, I don't know anymore. So.
Everybody, stay tuned. We will be right back after a short commercial break and more from Ronnie Marmo.
Diamonds and watches and coins we buy. Need extra cash and give us a try. You'll get the most money, and that's not a lie. We're in East Brunswick, so come and say hi. Call National Estate Jewelry Buyers at 732-257-4653 or visit us online at www.toppricesforgold.com. Diamonds and watches and coins we buy. Need extra cash and give us a try. You'll get the most money, and that's not a lie. We're in East Brunswick, so come and say hi.
So Ronnie, you wrote the show, and the award-winning actor Joe Mantegna directed it. Tell me, how did you guys meet? Was this on Criminal Minds or no?
No, it was very, very cool. We met in a really cool way. About 20 years ago, I wrote this play called West of Brooklyn. And then we did great with it. And then I turned it into a film, ended up shooting the film. I cast all my friends. And during casting, there was this one role. I was like, I have to have the actor Joe Mantegna. I love this guy.
Yeah, yeah.
So I found a P.O. box for him. I wrote him a letter. And in the letter, I said, I'm an Italian-American actor. I just got to L.A. I admire you so much and respect how you've navigated your career. as an Italian American actor.
Yes,
Because we could get pigeonholed pretty easily.
absolutely.
So I said, I really respect you. If you would consider reading my script and giving me a shot, that would be amazing. Well, I sent it. I didn't think I'd ever hear from him.
Mhm.
2 days later, I get a call. And he goes, hey, it's Joe Mantegna.
What?
And I was like, that's what I said. What? And he goes, hey, do you want to, I'd like to meet you. You want to have lunch? I'm like, when? He goes, now, come on, meet me up. So I literally drove
That's
on.
it.
I was so
You
excited.
don't waste time.
Yeah, and he did the movie, and he's become my biggest mentor and friend and like a father to me, and he's so dear. In fact, he got ordained to marry my wife and I.
Really? Oh, how special.
So he's a very, very special person.
Yes.
And he's a crazy talented person, but he's even a better
Absolutely.
human. So that's
I
what
saw
happened.
he was on the phone with you earlier today. just,
Yeah.
Wishing you well with the show today. And yeah, that was fantastic.
He's a very, very special human being.
Aw.
Yeah.
So tell me more about the tour.
We ran for a year and a half in Los Angeles, and then we ran for 9 months in New York, 2 6-month runs, bookending the pandemic.
Mm.
If it's actually over, I don't know. But you get the point.
Yes.
And then we took it on the road, and we've done probably about 16 cities around the country.
Wow.
And it's been beautiful. We're playing New Brunswick Pack Center this week, as you know.
Yes.
And
I've never been here before. This is beautiful.
It's gorgeous. It's incredible. And it's great to say this is my office for the week.
Yes.
But it's really a blessing to come home, being a Woodbridge guy, and to come
Mhm.
play here. And it's, when I was a kid, New Brunswick wasn't always that friendly to me. I did a couple of
Correct.
stupid things in New
Very
Brunswick.
different.
So I have a very different experience coming here now. It's
So
awesome.
do you hang out with people still from the old neighborhood?
Oh yeah, are you kidding me? My friends are my friends for life. It's that's the problem. People come to Hollywood and they change. Some people do, but I can't even imagine. I mean, I am who I am.
Yeah.
Some people work as a plumber, electrician. I happen to work as an actor.
That's it. I think that's that Jersey blood.
Yeah,
Right?
well, yeah, most
we
Jersey.
keep it real. Exactly. So what do you hope that your audience walks away with when they leave the show?
Well, that's always a tough question. It's a big question because I want them to have an experience, but I want them to be educated about Lenny in a way they had never been. Many people come here not really knowing anything more than his name, really.
And we briefly talked about that. I think most people, especially over the past, 5, 6 years, watch The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. And that's what they know Lenny Bruce as.
And he's doing a great job, and
Mhm.
that the show's cool. It's a very different interpretation. Lenny, but I'm grateful to the show. I think they're doing a great job, and I'm thankful that they opened an entire generation up to Lenny's name.
Yes.
So I feel like you get introduced to Lenny there, and then you come to the show and really learn about Lenny. And so I just hope people feel like it's time well spent,
Mhm.
and they come and they have an experience, and and then they leave after and want to discuss it. That's what I hope for.
That's great. The discussion afterwards. That's art. That's what real art is. when
Well,
you make
that's what
people
I
laugh.
think. I think theater has the power to move people and change people, and I just really hope that that's what people take from it. Just to be present for those 90 minutes. That's all I want.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So where can people go to learn more about the show, where they can get tickets?
Go to lennybruceonstage.com. The socials are I am Lenny Bruce. So yeah, please follow us and go check it out. And I hope to come to the East Coast a lot more. There's some talk
Yes.
about me coming in the summer to Deal. There's a theater in
Yep.
Deal that's
Yep.
inquiring.
I went to college down at
Oh,
Monmouth
really?
University. Yeah,
Well,
that's my alma mater.
There's a chance. So yeah, if you could follow us, that'd be great. I'm very proud to be from here, and so I love the support.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for taking the time before the show to do this interview with us. I look forward to seeing the show tonight. Ronnie, would you do me the honors of closing the show?
Absolutely. Always be seen, be heard, and
Be fearless. Thanks, guys.